as far as the CrowdStrike is concerned, it's a US-based cybersecurity company which provides endpoint security to several organizations globally. And according to reports, a recent update from CrowdStrike led to this massive outage. Although Microsoft is investigating, and there's not one reason known at this point of time as to whether there's one factor, it's just CrowdStrike, or there are other multiple factors involved. Let's go back to Pratibha. Pratibha, you were telling us about Elon Musk.
Right, Swati, Elon Musk is somebody who's known for his whimsical take on whatever is happening. He often speaks about Twitter, and that's what he's doing here as well. Previously as well, quite often he has taken a dig at Microsoft, and here he is at it again. Somebody has tweeted this image, a very, very popular meme, of course, of a lot of confusion going on there, and somebody who's watching. So Windows here not working, somebody who's just looking at it all. The tweet goes on to say everything else is down, this app still works. And Elon Musk has put an laughing emoji to that tweet. This is the response that is coming from Elon Musk. But remember, previously as well, he has been criticizing Windows, now taking a dig amid this global outage.
Taking a dig, that's Elon Musk. There are multiple developments taking place. Airlines issuing statements about the issues that they are facing at the moment because of this outage. We have visuals now coming in as well. London Stock Exchange has also reported services being disrupted. Passengers have been stranded due to this massive outage. Several flights have been grounded as well. Here in India also several services have been impacted, and Microsoft at the moment is looking at the possible reason. But according to reports that we are getting, it is an update which has led to the blue screen that perhaps even you are staring at the moment, which means that there's a critical problem in the system which is making the system shut down so that there's no further damage to it. Several large multinational companies in the banking sector, in the aviation industry, and the media outlets as well that heavily rely on this are reporting problem across facilities. Their computers are not working, their networks are not functioning at the moment, and the problem seems to be confined to Windows-based desktop and laptops. Rishabh is with us on the broadcast. Rishabh, we've been constantly talking about the problem. No solution in sight at the moment, at least, because Microsoft continues to investigate the issue, and Elon Musk has mocked Microsoft outage.
Well, definitely, there's no solution in sight as of now. The mitigation continues, the investigation continues. Microsoft has not been able to, give any time by when the things will be. And there's this latest statement that has come in. Multiple services, and this is Microsoft status. It says multiple services are continuing to see improvement in availability as our mitigation action progresses. More details can be found. So basically they say that things are getting back to normal, is Microsoft saying. But when they say multiple services are continuing to see, it hasn't been able to answer the question that when will things get back to normal. If things like airlines, airports, 911 service in United States, or for that matter, the back-end services of IT companies, media houses, these are affected.
Rishabh, just stay on with us, because right now, as far as this impact is concerned, global outage that is now taking place, of course, when it comes to essential services here in India have also been affected. Let's straight away get you the live updates coming from the Mumbai airport. Arunil is with us right now. Flights that have to been impacted. Arunil, over to you. All right, we'll just get Arunil back with us, but this has been the situation that is being witnessed. It's been over 2 hours now when people across the globe realize that this is a world outage. So long queues can be seen outside the Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport as well in Mumbai.
Long queues that can be seen over here. Basically, we will try and speak to the passengers as well. Is your flight being delayed because of the online system that has encountered an issue? Have you got any communication from your airline? Okay, so basically there are passengers who are not aware of the online system being affected inside the Mumbai International Airport as well. This kind of a glitch or these lapses have been seen across different airports globally. The reason for that is around 80% of the airports use the Microsoft cloud services. and that has been majorly affected with the disruption in the services. That has led to the check-ins at the airport being affected, as well as the communication with respect to the flights takeoff. That has also been affected at several airports across the world. You can see at Mumbai International Airport as well, long queues that can be seen. In fact, my video journalist George has been giving you these visuals from the Mumbai International Airport, exclusive visuals for our viewers, wherein because of the disruption in Microsoft's cloud services, which basically are used by majority of the airlines, be it SpiceJet, be it the Akasa airline, be it several other airlines as well. They have also given out their statement saying that these kind of services are not in our control. It has happened from Microsoft's end. However, we are trying our best to communicate in the best possible manner with our clients and our passengers as well. Outside the Mumbai International Airport, because of Microsoft's cloud services being disrupted, you can see there are long queues that can be seen on all the gates. In fact, all the gates we can see long queues. The passengers clearly have no idea who are entering inside at present. After going inside, the disruption of the services has a bearing on their schedule.
All right, Arunil getting us those pictures right out there to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Airport in Mumbai. Long queues that can be seen. People still not very much aware exactly how many of those flights that have been impacted. But Microsoft that has been saying and suggesting that in some time from now, situation will start to improve. We also had a word with the former MOS IT Rajiv Chandrasekhar over the global outage. Let's also listen into his point of view.
We, in fact, have Rajiv Chandrasekhar joining us on the broadcast. Thank you very much for giving us your time. Services disrupted world over, Mr. Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is it's obviously very deeply disruptive, as you can see. In today's age, when there are these cloud-based platforms that are available on the internet and being used by enterprises and users all over the country, all over the world. Such an outage is obviously deeply disruptive, and I think the focus is now going to move from not just access to these kind of applications, but also their resilience and the redundancy. So it's certainly a wake-up call, not just for Microsoft, also for generally enterprises and businesses that depend on the internet and on applications that are in the cloud that they are using for their businesses.
Absolutely. If you can please stay on with us. We also have Jiten Jain, cyber security expert, joining us on the broadcast. Okay, I'm being told that we've lost that line. But Mr. Chandrasekhar, like you said, would people now, and especially multinational companies who are relying heavily on Microsoft, would they have to now, start looking at alternatives? The entire globe perhaps who heavily depends on Microsoft?
No, I think the issue is not so much about alternate to Microsoft, and that is something obviously every business and enterprise will make a choice based on features and price and cost and economics. But the more important underlying message out of all this is that applications need to focus on innovation and services, but at the same time, the resilience and redundancy. That means to be, in a sense, fault tolerant or fail proof. Because enterprises that are working 24/7 have to depend on applications that are also 24/7 and that are resilient, that are redundant. So I think the focus will now go into conversations between users and enterprises and these type of software providers, platform providers, on the degree of resilience, the degree of fail-proofness that they build into their systems, and I think that's where the focus is going to move.
We heard as far as what the industry experts have to say. Let me also go across to our reporters on ground, because this has been the situation that shortly has now been developing to chaos that has now been witnessed outside the T3 International Airport, the IGI airport in the national capital. T3 is without outside the Mumbai airport. Arunil is joining in. Rishabh is also updating us on the current situation of this global outage. T3, what's the situation like developing at Indira Gandhi International Airport?
Well, first of all, let me show you the visuals over here. We are reporting from Terminal 3, and in fact, these are the visuals that we are giving over here. You see, it shows that the information, it is the display board for flight check-in information, and here you can see that, Harinji, please, if you can show these visuals, recovery, it looks like Windows didn't load correctly. If you restart and try again, so these are all the systems that have been crashed just because of the update in the CrowdStrike, and that is what is being displayed over here at the airport as well. Not just one, but the several desktop and the several display boards at the airport have been facing all these issues. And in fact, here also you can see. Let us show you that another board as well, where the gate numbers are not being displayed. See, there it's written waiting time T3, entry gate, gate 1, gate 2. Not applicable, not applicable. Generally, when you come over here at the Terminal 3, then it makes easier for you to, to get an idea as to from which gate you will enter and what is the waiting time. Here again, if you see, that is the 3A, that is Terminal 1's gate 3A, and there you see again the estimated waiting time again is not displayed, and again the lines are usually, the queue over here at the airport is usually long because of the problem that the servers are facing, and in fact now the flights will also be delayed. But also let us speak to few passengers who have been waiting since long in the queue, just because the systems are now working, the entire check-in check-out system, the entire system of the process to check in is being done manually and not done digitally. So the passengers have to wait over here, and there's a long queue at all the gates, and that is why they have to face a problem over here. We'll also try to speak to a few passengers. Are you aware about this, and that is why is there a delay in your flight as well?
Actually, I'm looking for my flight as well, but I can't see it over there.
Is there no information about your
No
flight?
information regarding my flight over there. I'm just looking for it.
Where you have to fly?
I have to fly to Chennai, and from Chennai I have to go to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
So you have a connecting flight to Malaysia via Chennai?
Yeah, exactly.
So there is no information as well?
Information. I'm just stuck. I don't know what to do.
So you see the passengers here are facing problem because there is no information, as the passenger told that he has to go to Malaysia. The connecting flight is Chennai, but again there is no information so as to what will be happening to them. And in fact we'll also try to speak to few passengers so as to is there any delay in their flight as well. Have they been notified on their mobile phones about their delay? Have you been notified about any delay in your flights because the system has crashed? Do you have any information? So you see, generally the queue is not that long as far as
unprecedented global outage, and the horror stories of how airlines and hospitals and users are all impacted points to the need in the days coming of a conversation about the resilience of these platforms, of the fail-proofness of these platforms, and what type of backup systems that they are going to build to make sure this never happens again. But this is certainly a very, very disruptive and a disturbing event in what we are seeing today around Microsoft.
Sir, including flights, they are also...
Yes, it is. There is no doubt that whether you're a patient in a hospital or you're working a small business or you are a passenger on an airline that depends on...
Reactions